What's going on, everybody? This is the Smark Show, episode 24. We've been trying to start this episode for like 15 minutes now. We keep just laughing, so we're just gonna go at this take. Steve, say hello.
What's going on, guys? Steve.
All right, let's get into some wrestling talk.
It's Smark Show, episode 24.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, we're good now.
I'm good now.
This is Mike Cap.
Oh, it's just Roman Reigns. It's a big joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, the big wrestling week again. It's our post show from Royal Rumble. We're into Wrestlemania season now, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, the I guess official road to WrestleMania started Monday night.
Yeah, yes it did.
For everyone's knowledge, we are recording this on a Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday now.
Yeah.
Oh no, going into Friday now. It's 12 o'clock. So
Yeah.
technically Friday, but still Thursday. We think.
Listen, motherfucker, it's Thursday still until I go to sleep.
You got it.
Yeah, that's how I officially tell the
You just
days.
shut me up, guys.
Let's hop right into this Raw, and we might as well start off with the
Opener.
elephant in the room, the opener. The biggest thing going on in the show there. Roman Reigns garbage. I don't really know.
I'm not gonna say anything about Roman, but
I don't really know.
I'm a
what
really
else to
big
say.
Roman fan. Said no one.
They come out.
Well, Vince and Stephanie come out first.
Triple H gets introduced, and I will say Triple H's promo was amazing when he was like,
Fantastic job.
you should be bowing to him as if he were God or, something along those lines.
Great job, though. That was a great promo.
Yeah, awesome.
A+. That looked like vintage Triple H.
Yeah, really cool seeing that from him. We're not going to see many more champion. Well, I would have said that, probably a couple months ago, we're not going to see many more Triple H championship runs, and here comes on. But,
number 14.
Either way, they're going to be getting fewer and further in between. This might be the last one for all we know.
It has to be.
Yeah, so seeing him get some time with the mic is definitely cool. In a wrestler role, not just an authority role. It's kind of a blend of both of them.
Yeah, it was something different that we haven't seen in a while. And I thought at first when he came out that he didn't have the title. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You're not even going to bring the freaking title out? That pissed me off for a second. I'm like, okay, he's got it. He revealed it under his jacket, so that was cool. Yeah,
he is such a good guy outside of wrestling anymore with what's going on with NXT. And, I don't really know him on a human level, but when I'm saying a good guy, I mean a lot of the Smarky fans are very supportive of him because of what he's done for NXT. So
and the recent signings as well.
It's kind of hard to boo him, especially him being a legend too. When he's in his bland authority role, definitely can boo him. Don't want to see him out there. But when he's cutting just killer promos and he's going against, someone that I don't really like, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to be cheering for Triple H, though, in their inevitable showdown.
Right.
So, that's kind of bad off the gate, but good on him for at least trying to get some heel heat.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure he pissed some people off. I'm such an extreme level of hatred for Reigns that, there's not much you can do.
I just still don't get how this is going to main event WrestleMania at all.
I know how it's going to, because Brock Lesnar is going to, well, before we even say that, Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns were, they were told that they were going to have a main event at Fastlane to determine the number one contender for the belt. And throughout the show, Triple H, Steph, and Vince were essentially talent scouting.
Evaluate. Yeah. I have a lot to say about this, actually.
Yeah, completely illogical.
Okay.
Just go ahead. Yeah,
there's a lot of things I want to say about this. Okay. How the hell's Brock Lesnar in the match? Explain that one to me. Wasn't even the fucking show.
Because he's the beast incarnate.
I love Brock Lesnar, but what if you're evaluating the talent? Shouldn't he be a part of the show?
I'm real mixed with this.
This is the first thing I'm saying.
I'm real mixed with this because
I hate it.
I know that the match itself is going to be a quality match.
Absolutely, but
Roman, as much as I don't like him, thrives in matches where he doesn't have to do one-on-one things. That's he has a weakness as a wrestler. I mean, that's what it is. You can be a supporter of his all you want, but he's not the greatest wrestler. So when he has to have these long one-on-one matches, his weaknesses are going to show. But when he can mask it by being injured for a while or coming in and hitting hot moves on two guys and then revving up the crowd, that's great. Dean Ambrose, another guy who flourishes in any situation you put him in. He's the true babyface in that match, so he's going to have the crowd behind everything he does. And it'll be cool seeing him in the main event, even if he's there to just inevitably take the pin. And Brock's Brock.
The one cool aspect is, like, this might be the only time we might see Ambrose and Lesnar in the same ring besides the Rumble.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is cool, though. He's finally fighting Ambrose.
So that's what I mean. Really cool. And, Lesnar is Lesnar, as I said. We know Brock Lesnar brings to the table. Even if he is not a better, like, performing wrestler than Roman Reigns, his just aura that he brings to the ring, it's enough to just captivate an audience. But the logic behind it is where I'm like, all right, fuck this main event. This makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all because Vince, Triple H, and Stephanie's goal is to take the title away from Roman.
Yeah.
So now he just gets a free match. Yeah, he's due for the number one contenders match, but you're the authority. You can say, oh, you don't get the rematch now. Why does that make sense? And then, like, in my opinion, I think this is horrible. Roman's going to get booed again, just like last year, because it's Roman and Daniel Bryan 2.0 now. Yeah. In my opinion, because this is my prediction of how the match is going to end. Wyatt will attack Lesnar, and Roman will pin Ambrose. And that is going to be so heated.
First thing I wrote for that was Lesnar eliminated by Bray. Like, that's of course going to happen.
And triple threats are no DQ, so they're definitely going to show up, which it just pisses me off, man.
Yeah.
And Dean's so much over than Roman, too. Like,
that's like the recurring theme, I feel like, with like most of the things that we bitch about with this show. It's not like, I don't know, there's definitely like issues with the performers and like, everything, but it's more just like predictability. Like, we'll make guesses on here and we're wrong, but for the most part, I've been pretty good
lately.
We we might get like the exact people wrong or like, the pieces that move around. But we kind of like know exactly what's going to happen on the show 2 months, 3 months before it happens, and that just doesn't lead for an exciting show. And it can all be fixed by just throwing like 1 or 2 swerves a year. Like, how hard would it have been like, instead of Sheamus to have hold the belt like like that time that he did? Like, why couldn't it have been like Kevin Owens?
Right.
Like, that would have taken so much of the negativity that like a large portion of their fan base feels. It just evaporated it. People would have been like, okay, even if it's just for a couple months, I can live with this. I know it's his first time with the belt. This is just cool to test his feet, builds up a new heel. Sheamus was already a heel at that point. He was floundering. Like, what the hell did you think putting the belt on him was going to do?
I mean, I can't agree more with that.
But there's so many like things that just are so predictable at the show, and I get there's only so many things you can do with a wrestling storyline and a PG era especially, but I mean, come on. Like,
but the other thing is, like, we've been saying build up your young stars, and this is your opportunity to do something big with Ambrose.
How many times have we said that, too? This is your opportunity to do it.
A lot.
And how many times have they done it? Goose egg!
Yeah, like, I hate the part, like, it's a cool aspect of doing the part-timers with the young guys, but there should only be, like, one match. We're going to see a lot this year. Part-timers versus...
Yeah, I think...
Like Triple H and Reigns, who's going to win. Yeah. Another rumored match like Ambrose and Jericho, Lesnar and Wyatt. Like,
that's the worst part about the Triple H, Reigns. It's just, as I said, the key thing that we bitch about is predictability. Like,
predictability.
Like, you're trying to sell at Fastlane, and this might be, like, slightly wrong, but Lesnar is going to look like a monster. He's going to be attacked by Wyatt, so it looks like Wyatt's, putting him down. And I'm not, like, really diminishing, like, the storyline just because I can say it. Like, I'm not trying to act like some pompous douche. Like, I can predict the whole thing beforehand. But I'm just saying, when I can do this for every single pay-per-view damn near, and like I said, I'm wrong sometimes, but for the most part, we get it. That's a problem. Yeah. But anyway, Lesnar's going down to Wyatt. Dean Ambrose is there to take the pin. And like, the mindset is he's someone that the fans love. Like Daniel Bryan last year. Our guy will get the approval of the crowd if he puts down their guy, because it's like, oh, well, he beat my guy, he's better. Like, that's what they seem to think. That, I mean,
it doesn't
I could
work.
be wrong, but I'm just going off of what their booking tells me, and that's what it tells me. They think if Roman Reigns beats up 40 guys that we like, we just have to love him. Oh, he beat up Dolph Ziggler, he beat up Ambrose, Kevin Owens is laying in his wake, Wyatt, Seth Rollins. Oh, I gotta love him now. I have no other choice. Polar opposite of that, and that's what's going to happen at Fastlane. He's going to be booed. He's going to go against Triple H, who a lot of people hate Triple H, so he's going to be booed, but he's also going to get a lot of cheers
because no one wants to see
Reigns is going to
get
little kid cheers and a lot of boos. So it's going to be this bland, mediocre thing.
And the other thing is, you're trying to make this one of the biggest WrestleManias ever. Like, they're trying to break the attendance record.
Yeah.
It's gonna break it, but in my view, and if it was another pay-per-view, this one would sell out shit.
WWE will do it because they're WWE. They have such
Obviously,
drawing
the
power.
the company and
ESPN,
the ads
Sports
and
Center,
shit.
and all this crap. They got a reach, but this isn't a match that would effortlessly sell that amount of money. Like, they have to work, to really like kind of sell this as
I don't see
100,000 something.
Yeah.
They have to work their asses off to do
But
that.
like,
if they were to make it Kevin Owens versus someone, don't have to work that hard.
Yeah, right.
Like,
That's what we think, though, but they don't think like that. And the other aspect is like, I don't know. Just, but yeah, let's go. Man, I can't stand them. Ugh. Like,
so we can get off that for the time being because we're just gonna go down a Roman Reigns hole. But
which we probably somehow will find another pathway to get back there.
I'm sure we'll be back to it in a minute.
Yeah,
but anyway,
let's talk some good
positive for some fans. Nikki Bella is
she had
her surgery successful.
She had successful neck surgery. So I mean, kudos to you. I mean, it's kind of career threatening. That's what I've been hearing.
Yes. I hope that she does not sustain any serious injuries or death or anything, but I would not be sad if I did not see her in a wrestling ring again. She is
that's probably what's going to happen.
Boring. She's just horrible for women's wrestling. She's even made comments that would, like, just completely degrade women's wrestling, and they're like, oh, here's the belt for the longest time. Be the front runner of the Divas Revolution when you think women can't sell pay-per-views.
Yep.
She's terrible.
Yeah.
She's the reason for Total Divas. Go away. I hope you don't die or anything.
Prayers to you, Nikki, but
just
and Cena.
heal up and go model or do whatever. You're not a wrestler.
Go back. Just go and Total Divas.
You ain't a wrestler.
Well, Brie isn't. Nikki's Nikki's like Brie's like she sucks.
Yeah, I find myself giving Nikki a lot of credit all the time as a wrestler. Not
wrestler. Oh, you're a wrestler, Mike?
I will, after I'm just like wishing that she doesn't like recover fully from a surgery. I'm like, I give her a lot of credit.
Legalize.
I find that when I'm talking to people, I'm like, oh, Nikki's actually a pretty good wrestler. She's not really that good of a wrestler. She just was such shit at the beginning that she's improved that it makes her seem like she's less of a turd. It's kind of like Ryback.
Yeah.
He does like some new things that make him like fun to watch every now and then, but like he's still not even slightly close to someone like Owens, who is a similar size to him, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, it's like movement.
That's a very good point. Then we had a big surprise on Raw.
What's that surprise?
The major star, The Rock, showed up on Raw.
I think you mean Rick Ross.
I mean, Flo Rida?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's not talk about The Rock first. How about Bo Ryder? He owned him. He beat him.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was great.
Oh, it was amazing.
Great TV. When it came on, I'm like, WWE, rap battle, this is going to be a lot of poop jokes.
Nope.
Something really stupid, like something I'll see like Family Guy parody, like guy with a sideways hat, typical crap, but it was not. It was phenomenal.
Bo Dallas.
I mean, Flo Rida could have went away. Who cares about him?
Yeah.
But
Bo Dallas is really flourishing in this role. In the social
I feel like Curtis Axel's really taken it by the horns, too.
I think, in my opinion, I think Bo's been the top guy.
Yeah, I don't think Adam Rose is doing much with it yet. But, I mean, what can we really say? I mean, they've only been out there a couple times. They've had the job, the big show, in 30 seconds every time.
But, I'm really excited for... I mean, Bo's finally got new attire now. On the Raw, they had a tag match with the Dudleys. Yeah. I mean, that was real interesting. Flo Rida hit Slater and stuff.
Heel. They got a top heel in Bo Dallas, man.
He's young, dude. He's only 25. He's young.
We were talking about earlier before we went on air, like some guys that are just naturally faces, naturally heels, and Bo Dallas is just one of those natural heels. Yeah. I mean, you could like cheer for him, like they could force a face turn. Like I feel like Punk's another one of those guys who like is just a real scumbag. Like that's what he flourishes as
Punk
a wrestler.
Was a true scumbag.
You know what I'm saying?
Heel.
Edge when he was a heel originally.
Oh yeah, Edge was a good heel. Orton and his
there's just some guys who just like ooze just like I just want to punch you in the face.
Like the Dudleys in ECW back in the late 90s.
But
they would try to fight the crowd.
Bo Dallas has that in spades. When he comes out and just does that, like his mouth like curls into like a cartoonish smile.
Oh, smile.
Like people like when they smile, like your mouth doesn't really move that much when you smile. Like the corners of it like bend a little
Yeah.
bit in, but your eyes do more of the smiling than
Right.
anything.
Absolutely.
But Bo Dallas,
It's a good point.
His lips like curl into that like U-shaped
Yeah.
like clown
That's great.
comical smile after he just insults people, and he's wearing these goddamn like tighty whitey diaper looking
Not anymore though,
spandex.
but
Yeah, like slightly out of shape. But,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, with the
he's
little
still
gut.
really in shape.
Oh, yeah,
like
he's
I'm
in
sure the
shape.
dude could run 20 miles, but like he's just a little flabby. You just want to grab his stringy little hair. Oh my god, I hate him, and I love him for it.
you got to believe. Mike.
Yeah,
Believe, man.
I believe that they better not treat them like the fucking job
And
squad.
another thing I'd like to bring up, two different the girls segments. One is A+ material.
One is F minus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the one I'm speaking of
they
first.
they just went both ways. They're like, here's Total Divas,
Yes.
here's NXT.
Hey, choose the one you like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with NXT. I think. All right, we got Becky and Sasha. I mean, you never complain about that.
Mm-hmm.
They were brawling too because after what happened, the Rumble, Sasha attacked her, so that was cool.
Yeah.
And then Charlotte interferes, just good heel tactics, beats the crap out of both of them, and looks like the dominant champion that she currently is
She
right
was
now.
like a monster.
Yeah,
when she did it,
and she was
too.
without Ric Flair. Like that was great booking in my opinion. I'm really happy for Charlotte flourishing in this role as a heel. Like,
Yeah.
she is really doing a better job. I mean, the face. I think she could be a good face in the future.
Yeah.
But right now, she is doing a hell of a job as a heel. I'm surprised.
What do you think? And I'm just gonna kind of. I mean, we'll talk about Fastlane too, but what do you kind of think that they're gonna do with this title going into Mania? Like, do you think they keep all three of these girls involved, or do you think they edge out Becky eventually?
I think we're gonna get a triple threat, and somehow Charlotte will win.
Do you think this is at Fastlane or Mania?
This will be a
Because
Fastlane.
they got to get through 2 pay-per-views. Granted.
Yeah, this will be a
And they're
Fastlane.
already having all 3 of them brawl. That's what makes me feel like they might drop Becky
Maybe-
after Fastlane, which I
maybe-
think is a mistake.
Maybe they'll bring Bailey up and get a little fatal 4-way reunion.
No, don't do that crap. Keep Bailey down there.
She's coming up soon, dude. You gotta realize it. It's coming.
But like, what diva's like really gonna step up? I mean, like, you can give it to Asuka. Like, you can give it to like a transitional heel.
Asuka's amazing.
Yeah, I'm saying you can give it to like a transitional heel, but I don't know. I feel like Asuka, at this point in her career, will flourish so much more as the chaser, kind of like Bailey was for the longest time.
I think
Not
she could
the
be a
one who's
dominant
holding the
champion though,
belt.
but like she's like a Lesnar type to me.
She definitely could, but I feel like it's too soon. Like, we know she kicks ass, but we don't know anything else about Asuka, and you're risking.
That's true.
You're risking
We'll have to see
just
what-
way like too much overexposure because she gets the belt. Then we got to learn who she is. We got to learn if she can really talk, which we know she can't.
She kind of can. She's
She
working
can
on
barely
it.
speak
Oh yeah,
English.
right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she's not going to be cutting these like long promos. Or even,
But you don't
like,
need that all the time. Well,
That's
yeah,
very
you
true,
do,
but you need it
you
at
do need
least
it.
a couple times
Absolutely.
to build to a major paper.
Even like someone like Jeff Hardy wasn't the best Hardy.
That's why I think,
he got better.
That's why I mean, and I'm not saying she couldn't do it. I mean, she could definitely pull it off. But for her career long run, I feel like let her chase for a while. Let her be that like looming presence that's like always in the background
Well,
for
what-
like the champions. And then when she finally does get that, like, treat her like Lesnar. Treat her like Lesnar and her opponent's fucking
Heath Slater.
Spike Dudley.
There you go, Maven.
No, Maven. That's it. Is that he the one who like just threw through a trash can
Yes.
like 14 times?
Yeah.
Power bombs.
So let's go off topic here. When do you think Bailey's gonna get called up? In your opinion?
Post Mania.
Oh, that's okay. So not
Not at Mania. I think she fights Freena at NXT. I think we get a loss, and I think she comes up to the main roster. She'll go back down to NXT for like one final fight to like
Yeah.
re-challenge for a title and put over
like
whoever.
the thing they did with Sasha, right?
But yeah, she'll be kind of similar to Paige. She's not gonna get the belt night one, but like they'll insert
Oh,
her.
Paige
right,
did, though.
They'll insert her. No, I'm saying she's not gonna get the belt.
Oh, like Paige.
unlike
Gotcha.
But they'll insert her right into the upper card. Like
They
she's
have
not.
to.
She's not gonna fuck around
They
with.
have
She's not gonna be squashing
Brie
Brie
or
Bella.
Alicia. Well,
Yeah.
she might, but
On Brawl, maybe I don't. She's not gonna have a feud with like Natalia or anything. She'll be right for whoever has that belt.
right. I could definitely.
Or
see
Sasha. If Sasha doesn't have the belt, I could see them
That's
having her
that's
do
a
a side
freaking
fight.
Mania match, dude.
Dude,
They can main event that.
Dude,
Honestly.
Sasha, Natalia, Emma, Paige, Becky, Charlotte.
Sasha. Did you say Sasha?
I think I said Sasha.
Oh,
Either way,
I like Naomi.
and that's not even including like Alexa Bliss or any of these like up and coming NXT.
Carmella,
divas.
Nia Jax,
They
Peyton
have
Royce.
They have enough quality divas to honestly do like a tag team divas division.
Or hell,
But like they insist
a Royal
on,
Rumble.
But they insist on doing these stupid matches, like unlike the the good Charlotte Becky Paige one or Charlotte Becky and Sasha.
Yeah.
They insist on doing these crap ones like Paige and Natalia, who Paige is just like the Big Show of the divas division,
which is sad.
Just changes face heel, for no apparent reason. They were teasing at a feud with her and Natalia when she was a heel, but now that she's just apparently a face, they're just friends.
Right.
They're tag teaming for whatever.
Yeah,
reason.
they had a tag match with
because they're on Total Divas.
Yeah.
Is that why?
Big mistake for Paige.
Then they have the resident Divas jobber, which I'm so grateful for, in Brie Bella. And I wish I didn't have to see her as much.
Yeah.
But it's cool seeing her just lose every time she comes out.
Well, at least we don't have to hear this anymore. Come on, Nikki.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I didn't think about that.
No more of that.
We gotta hear her shit Brie mode chant.
Brie mode.
Dude, it's so bad when she does it. Like when she ran into the ring and she was getting cheered too. Did you notice that?
Really?
Yeah, when she was hitting
notice.
those missile drop kicks, the only move that she can do. The crowd would there was a good portion of the crowd cheering for her, and you could tell for a little moment she was like, oh shit, I'm getting cheered. This doesn't happen in except for when I'm walking down the entrance ramp.
Hold on, they might have thought she was Daniel Bryan for a second.
No, but she does. She started doing the yes chant. Remember?
Right.
But she seizes the moment. She's like, Brie mode. The voice that does it on her entrance theme is so high pitched that when she does it, even if she's a girl, it just sounds like some I don't know, some German broad named Olga.
We did this
Brie
last week
mode.
from Dodgeball.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know why they insist on doing that kind of shit. Why even have that as a match? What are you doing? Is that selling Total Diva? Do you really?
It's just basically promoting.
Your Total Divas target audience. Do you really think is just tuning into a casual brawl?
No.
Just oh, let me check out this Page match.
You think you got your stupid Kardashians in the world watching it?
Yeah.
No.
The girls who know about Total Divas are going to know about it from your commercials, advertising, or they already know about the fucking show because of Twitter or something like that.
Right.
You are not finding some 18 to 24-year-old girl who's watching wrestling and also going to care about Total Divas and not know about it.
Yeah.
Why are you wasting everybody's time? So you can get the odd girlfriend who's being forced to watch with her boyfriend? You're wasting all of our time for that one extra viewer.
And that match wasted our segment. I'm just kidding. But back The Rock though.
Yeah.
Insane.
We went pretty far. Ooh, we went far off that.
I know.
What happened there?
I think I want to talk about Bo Dallas because I want to talk about the Bo.
That's it. Yeah.
And then we just went to Brie Bella for some reason.
Yeah. Fuck you, Brie.
But yeah, the segment was funny because they were building it up with the limo in the car, and of course, the Miz shows up, and the fans are like, "Boo!" And then some big truck comes by.
That's it.
I thought it was Austin though.
That's it. I was telling someone, I forget who I was talking to today, but they were asking me about Raw because they didn't watch it. I was like, he talks to somebody, and then he talks to Rick Ross and whatnot. But I was like, who the hell did he talk to at first? It was a Miz, and I just could not think about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been on the tip of my tongue.
Dude, he
for
trashed.
8 hours.
That's funny.
Yeah.
He trashed the Miz. He's
that
like,
was great.
"Oh, but why don't you just park my car for me?" Oh yeah, I basically let you win the title, retain the title from Cena at WrestleMania 27, and now I'm just gonna degrade you.
And he just thrashed the Big Show too.
That was actually really hilarious.
I felt bad for him too because what he was saying was
true,
somewhat true. Well, the one part he was like, "Actually, did you know the casting director for Scorpion King was watching that Rumble?" And he said, "Whoever wins this Rumble is being cast as the Scorpion King." Big Show's face as he just slowly starts to
he's crying,
break out into slow tears. Oh, that was awesome.
And then he crushed a laptop.
I love comical Big Show. When they were just misusing him for the past couple years now, but hardcore for the past year, really hurt because I love Big Show and it hurts me on a personal level to boo the Big Show, but I had to do it.
Yeah,
I know you don't have the same amount of sentiment, but
once he's gone 5 years, I'll miss him.
My childhood growing up was Austin, Rock. We're the same age.
I think I would.
But I'm more saying for the viewing audience out there.
Viewing audience.
But the first wrestler I feel I truly remember, and I was a WCW kid before WWE. So I was like DDP,
Conan,
NWO.
Goldberg, Kevin Nash.
Yeah,
Sting.
I was all those dudes before I was WWE, and then I the Undertaker and all those guys brought me over.
Well, then you heard Vince Russo came to WCW.
Yeah, me.
Yo, I'm here for the Jeff Jarrett.
Me at 7 years old was breaking down backstage
Yeah,
politics.
yeah.
Yeah, but no, the first wrestler like I really remember was the Giant when he had the long hair.
Oh, yeah.
I called him the Giant, Big Show, until like 2009. Like refused
you
to
always
call
used
him
to
Big
call him
Show.
that.
Yeah.
He
was always the Giant to me.
Yeah,
Like,
right. I do remember that. That was funny.
I didn't grow up with Andre, so that was never like. I know he's Andre the Giant. That wasn't attached to me, but yeah, Paul White is the Giant. Holds a special place in my heart.
Yes.
And Knucklehead is a great movie for anyone who's not seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Netflix, guys.
Oh, it's on Netflix, really?
It might be on the WWE. I'm sure it's on the WWE now.
Oh,
right?
it has to be,
Yeah.
probably. I would assume, at least.
Cancel that shit.
Yeah, for the time being.
It's just some crap until they start putting out some quality content.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, but I'm going to stay with it, of course. Then, AJ freaking Styles, baby.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Probably-
Just awesome.
We got away from The Rock again. Whatever.
Did we go down on a tangent talking about what tangent we went down?
Yes.
Well, it's probably me.
It was you.
I
It
ramble
was you.
so hard.
I was like, wait, we were just...
All right, AJ, you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, let's get into The Rock.
Steve, I'm just gonna shut up for like. a
No,
couple
you're
minutes.
good.
Go ahead.
So The Rock, he, the big
Oh,
show...
but wait. I
wait.
gotta. No. I'm just-
Eat Murray sucks.
Yeah.
So The Rock, trashes the Big Show pretty much. He's like, I love you, buddy. He's like, I love you too. And then he crushes the laptop, which was funny. And
Yeah, he
then
bent it backwards.
and then who did he see next? Well,
Lana.
He saw Rick Ross next. He saw
Okay.
like 4 people. I
It was
forget.
the Miz,
was
Rick
Miz,
Ross and Co.
Big Show.
Big Show, Lana, and
Sure
that's
is.
it, right? I thought there was
There's someone else
though.
before Rick Ross. Like it's.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look that up because now I'm frustrated. So then he pretty much just said to Lana that he had sex with her. That they had sex, like storyline. And this is backstage heat because Vince obviously does not like. Lana has backstage heat because of the engagement and everything, and which isn't. I feel bad.
Yeah,
and that was kind of a slut sham, honestly. I mean, it was funny, but like. I thought they went a little too far with it.
Yeah, she almost like looked uncomfortable herself. Obviously she was like truthfully uncomfortable. She wouldn't be out there doing it.
And it's not just Lana. Like I think I would feel bad if it was anybody.
I feel like they're. I mean, for whatever backstage heat she has, what good does it do Vince McMahon to destroy a character? Because that's what they're doing with Lana.
She was
like the powerful like businesswoman, kind of like what you want Stephanie McMahon to be, but like. More of like just a strict heel. That's what Lana was, and like they were like, all right, here you can be this slut that follows around Dolph Ziggler like a lost puppy dog, and then you toss back to Rusev, and now The Rock banged. They're like, what? Like, why would you do that?
Vince, I'm sorry that you can't get a girl like Lana, and that Rusev can.
Yeah,
that's the only reason he's mad. And then the Page tweet and stuff.
He's just sitting home and just glances over at Linda, and he's just like. He's just like idly crushing a picture of Rusev in his hand, just
McMahon crush.
She didn't even win Senate or whatever the hell she ran for.
It was Senate for Connecticut. But yeah, so then after that, then Rusev shows up with a dead stare at The Rock, and I was digging this segment. It was a 26-minute segment, like straight on The Rock, and then Rock introduces himself. He's like right behind Gorilla, and he says 3, 2, 1, and his music goes on. I thought that was really cool.
I wish
because they've never done that before. Like,
I wish they would have kept the camera on him longer when he was talking.
Yeah.
They usually give Ziggler a good bit of time, like with that. Like they keep the camera in his face for a while when he talks.
Oh, right. And then he comes out, kind of being The Rock, just being himself, not like. Because I felt like The Rock a couple years ago was like, he's all right, but now he's being more like his character, and he's doing all the favorite catchphrases, and the fans were going nuts for it. I thought in my opinion.
You could tell it was probably a little bit like This Is Your Life. Oh, like that definitely went on so much longer than it probably was supposed to.
And then he went off script.
I wonder what garbage match we probably missed because that
probably the Total Divas. They probably shortened the times for the matches. I don't think we missed.
Well, no, there was only one match after that, wasn't there?
No, there was 3.
There's 3 whole matches after that. I thought that was like the last.
No,
the last one.
I guess
I was wrong. Either way, if they got us out of like a Jack Swagger Mark Henry match, thank you so much again, Rock.
Yeah, thanks, Rock. But then he goes down. He's like, "Oh, screw it, we're going off script." I'm like, "Yes, Rock! Finally, someone. If anyone can do it right now, it'd be The Rock." And he goes to see Macho Man, the cosplay guys. You remember that? And he's like, "Well, somebody's smoking the weed tonight."
Yeah. Well, one thing like I really didn't like about them about that whole thing was, did they move them off a camera side like because they were being disruptive?
Yes.
That's bullshit.
Yep. Because it was during the Bray Wyatt
They're there with like signs that are like shitting on the company, like they're being assholes, and they're like the one sign I saw when I was at Raw that we keep talking about, I thought it was hilarious, was the League of Mid-Carders instead of the League of Nations.
Oh, really?
Like if someone had that sign on camera side,
yeah,
I get it. Like whatever, you're shitting on the product that they're trying to put on TV, but like these three dudes are just supporting you in every single way, and. You know, dressing up as characters that you made, and you're going to be like, nah, you know, you're at fault because people don't care about Paige and Natalya versus.
No, it wasn't that match.
I'm just saying,
right.
in general.
It was the Wyatt Kane match. And
again.
No, that I know. And they were chanting Savage, and he's like turning around like, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's bullshit.
I know, it was very bull.
They should have been refunded the entire cost of their tickets and been moved to the other side. If they were going to move them, it's like, fine. But, you know. That's not the seats they paid for. Give them their money back. Let them sit there. And they could have done that. I'm just bitching. I don't know.
Right, we don't know what happened.
Either way, some bullshit. These guys are dressed up as, three of your most famed characters of all time.
No, John Cena was one of them, too. No, not John Cena. It was Rock, Hogan,
Savage. And Undertaker.
Yeah, and Undertaker, yeah, all four.
Four, sorry, not three. The fourth guy was a little low-key in the Rock.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. I don't think he was wanted to be there. But yeah, then I called this before it came out. I tweeted it out. I'm like, they're definitely coming out. And who came out, Mike?
No, let me address the way they came out because I was fucking dying.
Oh my god!
When he turns to the commentary and he's like, "Oh, here's JBL." Here's
Saxton.
Cole,
I forgot about that.
And here's some black guy I don't know. And then when the fucking New Day come out and Kofi goes, "Here's three black guys you do know." I laughed so hard, like it was just ridiculous. I was real hard on Kofi Kingston when the New Day first came around. I didn't think he was gonna like have what it takes to be like
a good heel.
Yeah, like I didn't ever think the New Day were gonna be like serious heels. But so like I never thought he would have to be like a Farouk, like a Nation of Domination. Not because they're
I did
black.
It for the Rock.
Not because they're black. I just choose the only two like all black factions.
I did it for the paycheck.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I didn't think he had it in him, but he just kills me every time he's out there.
Yeah.
I know they're not being like true heels, like they're getting the crowd to laugh with them and then they'll insult them. But oh my god, when he comes out and he's doing those like windmill hand claps and shit, dude, it's great.
When they came out, they were like twerking at like twerking nonstop.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god,
Big E twerking is.
Dude, they killed it.
So funny.
That was one of the funniest segments I've seen.
You remember that amazing segment when Sasha was dancing with them and she was just twerking on the. Oh my!
If you want me to be honest, I actually watched that video before I went to work.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm dead serious.
That's ridiculous.
It was like a tribute video.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean there should be many tributes to that. But back to the segment here. I mean that was so cool. Like just seeing New Day like fending off at The Rock. I mean.
And they held their own, too.
Oh, you saw The Rock was trying to break down, like trying not to laugh. You never see that with Rock. Rock's always in good character. And then The Rock calls other things llama penises.
Yeah.
I died when he said that.
Right, when he said that, I was like, Vince is probably like just cringing backstage.
Oh, God, he said... And then Big E, Xavier, and Kofi's like, did he just say penis on live tape? You're not supposed to say penis. Like, they're all saying penis. I'm like, but they're getting so much penises in. And
it was cool seeing the New Day have like someone to go toe to toe with them on the mic.
Yeah.
Especially like being in the middle of a fucking feud with the Usos, the most stale piece of garbage on the roster.
Yeah, I can't stand the Usos.
Oh, they're so bad.
And I was I advocate for them. I defended them, but you know, how are they
their blood relation to Roman Reigns just
And like I hate that everything about that segment was great until the end that the Usos had to be out there. Like why couldn't it just be The Rock kicking their ass or something?
I was real sad about that. When The Rock initially came out, I was like, all right, this is going to be used as a ploy for the Usos. But as it went on, I was like, oh, maybe like he's just out here, you know? They're just whatever they want to. They knew.
But always somebody comes.
They knew
out
people were going to be watching because it's post Rumble, so they just wanted to bring a star back. It's Florida, but
it's his hometown, Miami.
Yeah, I was just hoping that they didn't bring the Usos out, but they did it.
I expected
they did it to us.
But I don't want the Usos.
So the Usos win at Fastlane, and then the New Day get the rubber match win at Mania.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, like the Usos don't have fans.
They have like.
I get back in the day when they even used to get cheers from like all the kids and stuff, but they don't even get that anymore. It's just quiet. Like people don't dislike the Usos. Like it's not like fucking Jey Uso. This guy's an asshole.
This is like the perfect opportunity to bring up a tag team from NXT. They have like 10 tag teams.
And
big freaking cast. Can you imagine
it would really
those promos?
suck to see them leave NXT without the titles. I can't believe they didn't win it last time.
I know.
The chance.
Oh yeah, we talked about that recently, but I was shocked about that
dude,
too.
Enzo and Big Cass versus the New Day on the mic.
Enzo versus Xavier.
Jesus Christ,
on the mic? Are you
Big
kidding
E
me?
And Big Cass.
Oh.
The stare downs that could happen. Jesus Christ, it could just be so good.
That's money, man.
Or even
it could still
or as
happen.
I said before on here, like a couple weeks ago, the Wyatts in the New Day, just the awkwardness of that would just be phenomenal.
Or
the Vaudevillains, Bullet Club. Dude, there's so many options. It's
go back to the Samoan way, right, Mike?
Yeah, it leads us right back into Roman Reigns.
Believe that.
It's the common
courtesy
bullshit of this. Well, no, the real problem, as we said, is predictability.
Yes,
but just stale bullshit and refusal to change it is close number 2.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just not recognizing that the fans are not cheering or booing a guy should not be out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I was surprised this didn't end the show. To be honest with you, The Rock.
Yeah,
because the main event was garbage.
I really don't think they meant it to be like as big as a moment as it was. Like I think they were just gonna have him walk to the ring and then
say a couple words. Yeah, New Day comes out.
New Day comes out. I don't think they planned for all that.
Well,
other
guess
shit.
what? It's the freaking Rock. He gets to do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
he makes you millions.
Nobody's gonna say shit against him.
Rock's
and even if they do, what the fuck does he care? It's The Rock.
He just made like he was the top.
He goes out there, says what he wants, and if Vince McMahon crosses him, he says, "Okay, I don't come back here again. You lose. I don't."
He's the top box office seller this year, like $1.5 billion or something.
He is just ridiculous.
He's on a roll.
There's no one else in sports that I feel has had the crossover career of him, like any sport.
Yeah, we've spoken that too.
Like, ridiculous.
Off podcast too. He's doing amazing.
Like, has anyone even I'm talking like baseball, hockey, has anyone been the crossover media star that he has been? Like
one guy I could say, Strahan. He's doing all right. Not as good as The Rock, but he's on he's at the talk show and Fox and everything.
Yeah, I mean,
he's not an actor.
You have like Michael Jordan and shit, but he's not like a TV personality. He's famous for Jordan Brand.
And he's an owner of a basketball team.
Tiger Woods is famous for
All
adultery.
right then.
But no, dude, no one even comes close to The Rock. I feel like WWE is trying to make John Cena like that too, like they're trying to rev him up for like this huge post WWE career where Hollywood's just opening its doors, throwing rolls at John Cena. He's got a beat off director.
Can you imagine Roman Reigns? Oh God!
Did not mean that. Standing there throwing rolls at him. He's got to just beat off a couple directors to get these jobs. Cena's hurting for money. He's got to do something to get in these movies. Jesus. He's got to beat off a few directors.
Well, he did that to Vince, so.
I mean, he's beating away offers for movies because he has so many of them. That was the original point of that little tangent.
All right. Yeah.
Beat off directors. That's great.
Wow.
One thing that I really, really, really hated about the show, although overall I was a big fan of this role, and I haven't really had fun on the role in a while.
Rating went up too.
When Rock was out there, I felt I stopped thinking about the show, and I just was looking at myself from the outside. I was like, holy shit! I'm smiling watching Raw right now.
That's what I was doing.
I'm sitting here. I've been smiling and laughing for 15 minutes. When the hell is the last time that's happened on Raw? there's been cool pop moments and shit,
Like,
but like
yeah.
I haven't had like a solid 15 minutes just been like, oh, this is awesome.
Like, just chilling there, just
it
relaxing.
hasn't happened in such a long time that like when it happened, I had to like step back. I was like, holy shit, dude, well,
Yeah.
it's fun. Like
That was actually
might only
fun.
be for a little bit, but it's fun.
Yeah. That was, to me, that was my favorite segment of the night.
But as I was saying, apart from that, I mean, there was of course still the drawbacks. I really hated how that opening segment, and I know it was like meant for the Authority, like in Roman Reigns versus Triple H.
Right.
But like it was also like a recap of the Rumble. Like that's the first segment of the Raw after
do
the
that all
Rumble.
the time,
It's
dude.
always supposed to be the Rumble, and they just focused on Reigns. Like they didn't talk about the Rumble. But they're just like, oh, here's what Reigns did, and a bunch of stuff. Here's Reigns, and oh, here's Reigns, and he was out of the Rumble for 45 minutes, and we're still gonna just highlight everything he does.
It's
and,
it's so obvious that they're trying to build him, dude.
The video packages were like they were like when Roman Reigns ran back out, like you know.
Oh,
they're so cheap.
To open the show.
They're so cheap. They don't like show you like videos on like when they show you recaps on Raw, the pay-per-views. They show you pictures. And I get they want you to go buy the pay-per-view, but that's ridiculous.
And they voice
show us a goddamn 3-second clip, or I'll go on YouTube and not give you credit for it. But anyway,
and they voice in the cheers.
Yeah, they have Roman Reigns coming out and they show him like punching Sheamus, and then like just this eruption of applause happens. I'm like, what? That did not happen.
That did not happen.
And you just lying to fans when I know that didn't happen, just further pushes people away from Reigns. You're not doing anything. If people catch you deceiving them, you've lost them. Like I believe in that almost more than like anything else with like a wrestling fan. If you like are trying to deceive a wrestling fan in the wrong way, not like trick them so he believes something, then another thing happens in a storyline. If you're just trying to like falsely lead them to something,
yeah,
and they figure it out, you are dead to them. Like you might as well not be in the roster anymore. And they're going to do that with Roman Reigns if they keep this shit up.
Ugh, it's going to probably happen.
They had one night where it was like
bad.
He was kind of cool, and it was because he was kind of being a heel. He was
Wait, what was
beating,
that?
When he beat up
TLC?
Yeah, TLC and the Raw after.
I still hated it.
That's what I said. I don't agree with it, but they found something. It has to be said that enough people cheered for him.
It's 2 days, though.
Well,
he hasn't done shit
But
since.
I'm saying, look at what they found. Why were people kind of cheering him, really? Because he did some heel shit. When he beat the shit out of Triple H, he was just being a heel. Like, he wasn't like some face battling off some like oppressive, like overbearing figure that was like taunting him. Like
he's pissed off because he didn't win.
He lost and he beat the shit out of the guy who got the best of him, and people were like, "Oh, cool," This could be cool.
If he was a heel, that makes sense.
Yeah, and people would have booed like you're supposed
and
to. And
soon you're gonna see signs: "Die, Roman, die."
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
And I'll have that sign soon.
Yeah, especially if he fights like Kevin Owens in a feud. Kill Owens, die, Roman, die.
Yeah, he's beaten Owens before already. So
there should be a wrestler named Brutus whose sole point is to stab Roman Reigns. Get it? Like Julius Caesar, he was the leader of the Romans.
Oh
he got
my
killed
God.
by Brutus. Anybody?
Jesus.
Any of the guys out there, girls listening?
Leave a comment on the Smark Show.
It's a good joke.
But
rate it out of 5 stars in the
the
comment
one
section.
thing I would love to talk about, match of the night for me at least, AJ freaking Styles making his Raw debut against Y2J Chris Jericho, man. Mm-hmm. This is a pay-per-view quality match that could have happened.
Yeah, I don't think the match itself was like crisp, but neat. Like I know what you mean. Like they could have sold it.
They could have sold it. Yeah,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
I didn't mean it was a pay-per-view. It was a good match.
The fact that Jericho is wrestling, and as I said, it's not as cool to see Jericho as to see like a Rock or Undertaker, but it's still cool to see him out there.
But when you see
Jericho and then AJ Styles being in a Raw ring on like for the first time,
holy shit,
and
dude.
it being fucking AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
Yeah. They could have went out there and like slapped each other twice, and it would have been match of the night. It was just cool enough.
I'm still working out.
It was awesome, dude.
Oh my! His entrance is amazing.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh my God,
fits in perfect. Dude.
It fits like he had. Oh my God! I
love his apparel too. I love the double gloves with the pants. It looks really good.
The jacket, and then he's getting the pyro too. His theme is badass. Yeah, best theme song right now.
If you want to know if WWE sees anything in you or not, if you got pyro in your entrance,
it means something.
Yeah, you're viewed at least. I mean, you could still you could be a Neville where you're not really doing anything and you have pyro, But Neville never really looks like a piece of shit.
No.
He's like, he might not get things, but he doesn't ever look like a piece of shit like a Tyler Breeze. That's a good thing for AJ Styles. That pyro signifies that they somewhat view something in him.
Well, they have to. They endorsed, like, they put a lot of money into him, you know? And
a lot
of money, you know? You got to take, and they're taking him seriously, too.
Well, they call them the biggest free agent acquisition or whatever.
They're taking him serious, and I really like that. And the match, they're still teasing the Styles Clash, but spoiler, I mean, SmackDown went on tonight. He did the Styles Clash on SmackDown against Axel. Why the hell would he do it on SmackDown? I guess it's trying to get viewers up on SmackDown.
You don't show it on Rumble. You don't show it on Raw. And you put it on SmackDown, which is watched by like 14 people.
Well, more than that,
we might get more viewers than SmackDown.
Probably, yeah.
It's arguable.
It's arguable, yeah. But
and that's a shame too, because
I thought they would have been
SmackDown used to be so awesome back in the day.
Back in 02, 03, 04.
Edge, Kurt Angle, Undertaker, Batista, Randy
Brock Lesnar,
Orton.
Benoit.
Oh, dude, so awesome.
JBL, John Cena.
So great. So much better than Raw. Like,
oh my God.
I was definitely a SmackDown.
You know who was writing that show? Mr. Heyman.
Paul Heyman, yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
You
let me guess, Steve.
You
just said, who was it, and then you said Paul Heyman.
Well, you know, I like to answer my own questions sometimes.
You do. This dude has, like, full conversation. Like, me,
Steve,
don't go and, like, one of our friends will be, like, sitting around, and Steve will just be like, oh, hey, Mike, can we go to the store? No, Steve, you're a fucking idiot. And he's just, like, just answering other people for himself. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty spot on, though.
You should speak some of your language for the...
you know, maybe if it was after the Rumble, you know, I could probably... Because I had a couple beers with me that night.
Too sober for that?
Yeah, too sober for that right now.
Don't want to put you on blast in front of these people, I'm
no,
sorry.
not like in math class, just 7th grade. She could have got out. I did it.
There you go.
Little teaser. Teaser.
Steve has like this like fully outlined language that he's been speaking since like 1st grade.
Yeah. I mean, we've known each other since like preschool, so he would know.
What do you think they're doing with Natty? Anything of like worth, or they're just gonna like throw around in like garbage bullshit like this?
Throw around in garbage bullshit.
That's a real shame.
Yeah, it is.
I love Natalya.
Well, you know, I'll give a prediction. She'll probably have like a one-off match for the title, like one of the B pay-per-views, like Extreme Rules or something, like Charlotte, which would be a great match. They had a great match at NXT Takeover. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen that match. It was a very good match.
Flair's daughter versus
Jim Neidhart's.
Hitman's niece.
Yeah. They did that at...
I know he's Jim's daughter, but the real famous connection is Brett, yeah.
Right. But they did that at NXT, and Brett was there and Flair was there on the ringside, so that was pretty cool. But
it'd be cool to see on the main roster.
Another match, Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. That opened the show, and you can't complain about this match. I mean, these guys so physical.
Great together every time. Yeah, Sorry, I'm yawning while I said that. If I sounded like just some asshole when I was talking there.
I mean, that's... And, you know, Kevin Owens, man, big win. He needed it after a long night at the Royal Rumble with the last man standing, the Royal Rumble match, you know, staggering, selling his injury, amazing, and everything. But,
I know we always say, but, did you notice that? We both do that a lot.
But,
yeah, we'll just be talking, just like, I do,
turkey.
I say, a lot. I don't realize it until I was, like, doing this podcast, and I went back and listened. I don't listen to all the episodes.
I listen to everyone.
Yeah, but I'll go back and I'll, like, listen. I'll be like, see, I just did. I'll be like, I do it all the time.
I'll be like, ooh,
I speak like a complete idiot, dude.
Yeah, but Owens
I feel like I have a good vocabulary.
If you had to predict right now, what do you see Kevin Owens doing at Mania? He's getting something. He has to.
I think he interferes in the main event, and then he gets hit with a golden shovel by Triple H, sent back down to NXT, gets buried there by Baron Corbin, sent back to Ring of Honor where he belongs.
Okay, while that might be right,
no.
Give me a
realistic one.
He's
doing something involving AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, or both of them together. So either he's fighting Sami Zayn, or he's fighting Styles, or he's in a triple threat with them. That's, I don't know. From where they've put him right now on the card, that's the only place that I can really see him doing anything. Why don't you just whisper shit?
Never mind. We're good.
You just like leaned into the microphone trying to like whisper it away from something else. So I'm in the middle of talk, all you hear is shit. But yeah, with Kevin Owens, I don't think they've put him in a position where he's like really has anything else lined up other than what they kind of did at the Rumble where he threw out Styles and Zayn threw out him.
Yeah.
Like, does he have anything else going for him right now? He lost to Ambrose.
Oh, I thought there would have been a Lesnar tease, and that's obviously not happening. So.
Yeah, at least he gets Bray though. That'll be kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
I just hope that I just really, really hope that doesn't mean that Bray Wyatt just goes in there and loses again.
Oh, that might happen.
What has Bray Wyatt done? He's lost to Cena. He's lost to Taker. Has he fought in another one?
No, it's been only 2 so far.
So 0-2, and I mean, granted, Taker and Cena. I mean, Taker
and
never
Lesnar,
loses it. Right?
Shows what you think of.
Taker never loses at Mania except to Lesnar, and Cena just never loses. So
right.
That's pretty cool. But 2 L's for the young guy, not looking good. If he just goes 0-3 against established veterans, like, oh, there you go. That's a great symbolism for the entire like new generation of guys. You're good when you're fighting each other, but
once you face a 55-year-old, you lose.
Good luck.
Good luck, youngster.
The older they get, the harder they are to beat.
Absolutely.
Flair's just going to go undefeated in 5 years when he comes back.
But overall, I mean, I thought this Raw was solid. It wasn't horrible.
Oh, one of the better ones. Like I said, I have fun watching Raw. That
just
does
the
not
one thing
often.
that pissed me off, man, was that triple threat announcement. If I had to book it, it should have... This is how I was going to book it. A 6-pack challenge or something. Well, I guess that wouldn't make sense if you're going to put Lesnar in it, because you can't have Lesnar get pinned. Right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I guess the triple threat... Or if they could have done like a fatal 4-way and implemented like Sheamus or something. Yeah, it's more predictable, but they don't want to see Ambrose get pinned because people like Ambrose. People hate Sheamus. Have Reigns... People would cheer for Reigns.
Like... So,
even though I hate Reigns.
So, what do they do here? They have... Like we said, Brock Lesnar most likely goes out in some way, shape, or form to Bray Wyatt in this match. He disappears or gets beaten to shit, whatever.
He's going to get beat down.
Does he get, like, beaten down and then, like, Roman gets the pin or something? Or do you think they have him get beat down and taken out and then it's just Roman versus Dean?
Something like
no
that.
matter what. Unless... The only way that Roman Reigns, like, might get cheered, but even this, it's still questionable, is if the Wyatts decimate Brock Lesnar and just leave him in the ring, and then Reigns like crawls on top of him or something.
That would be like a heel, though.
But what are the other options? Brock Lesnar, assuming that the Wyatts attack, Brock Lesnar disappears, and then Roman just beats up Dean Ambrose. He's gonna get way more heat just beating Dean Ambrose in any way, shape, or form than he would be to steal a pin from Lesnar.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Dude, I do.
I think it's close.
I think him stealing a pin from Lesnar is what fans kind of want.
What, beating Lesnar?
I think fans want Roman Reigns to get a little edge to his character. How you do it,
yeah,
I'm not sure.
Well,
I'm not sure pinning Lesnar's. I'm not sure pinning Lesnar's the way. But if he does pin Lesnar, it's not like he beat Lesnar up and pinned him. I'm saying Lesnar got manhandled by 4 behemoths, thrown around the ring, and he's unconscious, and Reigns crawls on top of him. And they could say, Roman's doing what he has to do to win.
Oh, I hate that. Would that mean he's going to be...
Isn't it better than Goody Two-Shoes beating up 30 people clean?
Oh, I want him to beat... I want him to be Goody Two-Shoes beat clean because maybe that will make the fans hate him.
I mean, they already hate him.
I know they do.
So, I mean...
Just make it worse. That's all I care about.
But they're not going to change at this point.
Oh, I know. Yeah, shut up, Mike. That's what I'm saying. Shut up.
I've pretty much resigned myself from just paying attention to the belt while he's there, but if he's going to be there, like, at least make it like just somewhat different. Like if he were to steal a pin from Lesnar, it would be shocking at least. Like it would be a talking point more than, oh, he pins Dean clean with a spear. Like everyone fucking saw coming from
my argument is, because I know you're a big Taker fan, you really want that to be his first pin?
Lesnar?
That's a bullshit pin. He beat the fucking streak.
It is a bullshit pin.
He beat the goddamn streak.
I'm agreeing, but it's a bullshit. It's a bullshit pin. It's not like he fought.
But he hasn't been pinned
since. It's not like he fought in a match and lost, like legitimately. Like he fought in a match and he probably is going to look dominant in the match, and then some bullshit happens and he goes down to 4 people and gets pinned while he's on. It's like the 6-man Hell in a Cell match where Kurt Angle won, where they threw Rikishi off the top, and Kurt Angle steals the pin on the Rock.
If that happens, Roman's got to be a heel. But that won't be.
Yeah, it's definitely a heelish move, but like I said, if you look back at Survivor Series,
I really think fans would hate
when the
it.
crowd has accepted Reigns, it's when he's been doing heelish kind of things. It's when he's been fighting hardcore.
But I don't
it's
think-
when he's
yeah.
been attacking people like Triple H. So I just feel like if he were to show fans like
I don't
he's going to
think-
do
yeah.
whatever it takes to win, even if it's something like cocky,
I don't think that's heelish though, in my opinion. Just stealing a pin.
I think it's heel for Roman Reigns.
I don't see it.
If Dolph Ziggler did it, no.
But he's
If
just
John
he's just
Cena,
clown-
if
he's
John Cena does it, yes. And I feel like Roman Reigns is close enough to John Cena anymore.
Well, it's
that
obvious.
that's what I'm saying. It's kind of heelish for him to steal a
No,
pin,
I don't
and
see
that'll just give
That's just
his
my opinion,
character
but-
depth.
That's my opinion. I just don't see that as.
And listen, this is not something that I like am for.
I'll throw up if he pins Lesnar.
I feel I've been put in a shitty situation. I'm just trying to find the least shitty way out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What else
I
did they?
wouldn't
What
like
else
that.
did they do? Did they just have him Superman punch Dean Ambrose into the mid card?
That's obviously what they're gonna do.
But like,
It doesn't
would you-
make sense.
But I'm saying, would you rather have that?
I don't want him pinning Lesnar. I'd take the Ambrose thing. At this point.
See, I couldn't do that
Or something else. I'd have to think something else.
because him pinning Ambrose is just going to turn, even more of the crowd against him, and that's not going to matter to
I
WWE.
disagree.
No matter how many people are against him, they don't seem to give a fuck about. They just don't care.
No, I understand.
He's going to be the guy either
But I
way.
feel if he pins Lesnar, he's still gonna get heat. Whether the situation with the Wyatts at all. If the Wyatts
I feel
do
like he
it,
gets way more pinning Ambrose though.
I think it's a tie.
The true.
Did you see the
babyface.
pop Lesnar got?
Oh yeah, Lesnar's definitely. I mean, a mega
He's a
star,
mega face.
But I don't know. I feel like Ambrose is a true pure face.
I'm gonna have to disagree. I think it would be a bad situation.
Yeah, I mean, the moral of the story is either way they're fucked with the reaction to that match.
Now, what if they pulled the ultimate curveball on Dean Ambrose?
What they'll do is they'll just have even more hijinks. They feel like they're like, oh, let's, we have full control of the booking. Let's book ourselves into a corner so far where we have to just pull a shitload of shenanigans out of our ass to get ourselves out of it. It's like,
Well, that and TNA will have better ratings than them.
You control your own destiny, and they consistently put themselves in dumb situations where they have to do dumb shit to get them out of it. Like,
Yeah.
I think they'd learn their fucking lesson by now. I can't see any scenario right now where that triple threat ends with Roman Reigns standing tall.
Well, I'm
and
not
getting
looking
cheered.
forward to it, to be honest with you.
Like,
Just
he doesn't. There's no way he stands tall and gets cheered.
No, well, it's in Columbus. They're a shit crowd.
Is there any way you see Roman Reigns standing tall, holding the belt at WrestleMania with a stadium full of people cheering?
Absolutely not.
From now until then, you don't think it's possible?
No,
Yeah,
no.
neither do
I
I.
will be shocked. I will cancel my network if that happens.
Yeah,
believe that.
Because that just means we'll just get so much more of it. It's just like Survivor Series.
God.
It happened at Survivor Series, which
we
is
always don't
it's a
get-
big 4 pay-per-view, but it's one of the smaller pay-per-views
Yeah.
anymore, it feels like.
Me and you, we never watched Survivor Series at all.
Yeah.
Thank God, because it was me, Mike, it was me, Zach, and Nick. We were watching our buddies, my couple of
Yeah.
buddies. My reaction, I turned my face away to the TV because I know exactly what's happening. I'm like, Sheamus is cashing. I walked upstairs. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm screw this.
Any idiot knew that was happening. That's
Worst
the worst part. Like I said, look, that's what they said with this Rumble that pissed me off. Michael Cole was like, or Steph or whatever was like, we pulled the biggest coup in WWE history, and Triple H like, what? Yeah, people didn't expect Triple H to be 30. Like, are we the only 2 people who were like, oh, Triple H is coming 30?
I said on this podcast, Triple H was gonna
And I
win.
get their like heels, but it's just stupid. I was actually I wanted to talk about that. I just forgot about it as we get an hour in here. I was just talking to my buddy about this, about like the heel like tactics of the McMahons and whatnot. And what if like all this just horrible booking and everything has been intentional? Now, like, hear me out here. Think about this and I don't think this is true, but I'm just saying how cool this would be as a heel character.
All right, keep going.
Like a good heel move, a pure heel move. Like what you would have to do in today's world to be a real heel in wrestling, to keep like kayfabe alive still. You book horribly. Like you just do stupid things like they do all the time. Just bad booking after bad booking after bad booking. Just crap matches all the time on Raw when it's authority controlled. You do that so much that like you have people like us on podcasts and on forums bitching about how stupid Vince McMahon is and whatnot, and you just, you want to see him get his comeuppance because he's such an idiot. Like, you want to see him just get F5'd 100 times, Like, how great would it be to see Kevin Dunn come out there and
get his ass kicked
and get pop-up powerbomb?
Oh my God, I'd be crying.
Phenomenal.
I'd be crying
like,
tears of joy.
Now that's now hear me out. That's because of how bad their booking is. That's why you hate them so much, because of their trash, garbage booking, horrible decisions, just trash after trash.
Yes, I keep going.
Now, what if instead of Roman Reigns, everything's the same right now? The same group of people are involved, except you switch Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns and Dolph Ziggler, Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns and essentially Cesaro, Seth Rollins, any face. Put them where Roman Reigns is right now. Have them do what Roman Reigns is doing. He wins all his matches and shit. He's in all these situations where the fans are supposed to, he's just about to get there, and then he gets screwed by Triple H and his horrible booking and Vince McMahon. Doesn't that sound awesome? Doesn't that sound like it might be, the best time in wrestling history if Dean Ambrose was doing what Roman Reigns is doing right now?
Well,
a pure face fighting the purest of heels in Vince McMahon right now.
The other thing is, they, with crap, storylines and, scripts, they can turn it up and they can just make the best out of it.
That's what I'm saying. So
Roman Reigns can't do that.
But that's what I'm saying. Doesn't it seem like all of this is just genius level booking? Like they're looking outside the box, but they just don't have the right face.
Yes.
Wrestling right now would be arguably my favorite time in wrestling history if Dolph Ziggler was doing what Roman Reigns is doing right now. If Dolph Ziggler was the guy leading the company, if Kevin Owens, if Finn Balor, put any
guy, Sami Zayn,
even somewhat likable guy in there.
Right, yes.
It would be one of the funnest times in wrestling because think about pussy is.
That's how he starts it off, guys.
The worst part about that is I was going to say Vince McMahon, and I just inputted the word pussy instead.
Jesus.
Wow. So Vince McMahon's out there doing all this dumb shit, and then Dean Ambrose comes in the Royal Rumble, and he gets eliminated by the League of Nations. He's like, God, this is so stupid. Why is he getting thrown? But then Dean Ambrose comes back at the end, and he hits Sheamus with the, whatever. And he runs in, and he's about to win the Rumble. Then he gets thrown out, and then he's just like, no. And then Triple H wins it, and you're like, you son of a bitch,
Yeah.
It would just be so awesome.
That would be cool.
But again, they're not going to do it because they're so stubborn, and it's their champion or nobody gets a champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roman, I know he's the face, but he's the true corporate champion.
Yeah.
The perfect embodiment
of that.
He's the Rock.
I would like to talk about a positive thing. The NXT tapings just showed up from the March.
Yeah.
I got it. This card. Holy effing shit.
Say it out for our
oh my
viewers.
God. After the tapings, they announced the whole card for NXT TakeOver Dallas. Baron Corbin versus Austin Aries. You got Bayley versus Asuka for the NXT Women's title. A random match, Apollo Crews versus the Drifter Elias Sampson. Then you got the tag title match, American Alpha in Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, one of the hottest tag teams in the world right now, going off with Dash and Dawson, botched it there, and also freaking Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura, the debuting Shinsuke Nakamura. Holy crap! And then you got the main event, Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe 2. Now, that's how you book a freaking show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
How amazing is that card? Just how amazing is that? There's no Atami on there. No Enzo and Cass.
You can't look at, a bad match on there.
That looks incredible. It looked... Nakamura and Zayn.
Dude.
Nakamura and Zayn, dude. Holy shit.
I don't know what I'm most excited for.
Aries and Corbin?
That's what I'm saying. Even the back burner matches like Aries and Corbin. I love Austin Aries.
Austin Aries is here.
Austin
Hello,
Aries
guys.
That's a ridiculous. It definitely got overshadowed by AJ Styles.
And Nakamura.
And the Bullet Club coming over. But if Austin Aries got signed, say a month ago, it would have been just as big as not a story as AJ Styles.
Austin Aries is a huge signing,
ridiculous.
Dude. And then freaking...
he's another guy. He's another El Generico, Kevin Owens, like Pac kind of level guy who they brought in. He's huge if you don't know who Austin Aries is.
There are so many freaking dream matches. Bayley versus Asuka.
Yeah,
Holy crap. Baylor and Joe again. Their match already was amazing. And then Zayn and Nakamura are going to tear the freaking house down. Yeah. I think that's the match I'm looking forward to the most right now. It's like, you could pick any match from there. Honestly, like, even Gable and Jordan, I hope, like, win the titles. I love them. Oh, man. I just wanted to talk about it. Like, it's like, I was so hype.
They're going up. Like, dude, Dawson and Wilder are such good heels.
Yeah, they are. That's going to be a great...
Such good tag heels.
It's going to be an amazing...
Their style is, like... I hope they don't make them change their, like, wrestling style. Kind of like they did the Ascension when they came up. Like, that, like, slow, methodical grind that they do whenever they have offense. You know, isolate the one baby face, which is standard. But the way they do it, where it's just, like... You know, mat wrestling and, like, you know,
good
freestyle wrestling.
It's like ringside psychology too.
Mm-hmm.
You could
talking just shit to the other baby face,
and they work on one part of the body that they hurt.
They're also, and it's like a slow.
That's gonna be a great match.
It's a slow building style that like makes you like angry with them because you want to see like high flying, exciting
that match.
Stuff.
That whole match card's gonna challenge Brooklyn. That's a real good match card. Just looking at it right now, I don't know what you think.
Challenge Mania.
That's going to be better than freaking Mania, in my opinion. In my opinion, right now, it's better than Mania. From what I know, from what I've seen.
That's going to be hard for them to follow up.
Oh, it's going to be a trash fest. Like, I can't wait for that weekend. That's going to be a fun weekend.
I can't wait for the entrances for NXT.
Baylor.
Right?
Dude, I want that. I want it so bad. Nakamura's going to get a huge pop, dude. Zayn's going to be finally in a takeover event. First time in a while.
Dude, you know who else is going to get a huge pop?
Bayley. Oh, wait, no.
Well, yes, but Samoa Joe when he comes to the main roster.
Yes. I forgot about that. There's rumors circulating, I think last night actually, that there are plans to bring up Samoa Joe after Mania.
But, you know, that this, like, this Mania card leads me to believe that this might be Sami Zayn's swan song, too. I think he puts over Nakamura and goes from NXT.
What do you think he's going to compete at Mania, too?
Sammy?
I don't think he's going to now. I think we're going to get Owens versus Styles.
Actually, now that they released that, he'll probably be out of Mania.
I think they're going to call
this will be his last
takeover.
Yeah,
I think they're going to call up Joe and Zayn because.
What's I say? Yeah.
Are you surprised Nakamura's in NXT? I'm very surprised.
Yeah, well, I remember the initial reports were that he was coming to the main roster, but it didn't make sense because if you have Finn Balor down in NXT. And the Bullet Club is in WWE. They need to surround him.
Baylor needs to get called up, dude.
Yeah.
And I read a report that Baylor is still going to be in NXT for a little bit. I don't get it.
He said he wants to stick with it.
No, I understand.
Which is fine.
Well, yeah, I know it's fine.
Sammy's been there for...
I know, but I really want to see
Baylor. Feels like a decade.
Yeah, I really want to see Baylor get called up. As speaking from his biggest fan, you know.
I agree with you. I
think he needs to go up soon.
I agree with you.
But I understand.
But,
yes.
You know, there's always the but. You look at, like, he'll be someone who's treated on the same level as a Kevin Owens, like a top guy.
Well, he's going to have something set. He will have something set.
He'll come up to a top, Kevin Owens came up immediately in a feud with John Cena. Baylor will get the same level of treatment.
It's not going to be like Breeze or Neville,
Even knowing, like, what Kevin Owens has gotten on the main roster so far, would you prefer an NXT Baylor to the like main roster equivalent? Like if you look at NXT Kevin Owens and then you look at what he was on the main roster afterwards.
I would like NXT Owens.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So wouldn't you really still want Baylor to be in NXT?
No, I do.
Because he's going to come up.
Look, I'm not trashing.
He's playing second fiddle to Roman Reigns because that's the number one guy no matter what.
Right.
And then he's got to fight with Dean Ambrose. He's got to fight with Owens. He's got to fight with Dolph Ziggler.
He's got to fight Rollins and Cesaro and Randy Orton and John Cena.
He's going to have to fight for a spot on the main roster. And not, I mean, he's already above half of those guys that I noted.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, it's not going to be main event.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining that he's still in NXT. NXT is the best thing going in wrestling right now. It's just, I just want to see him get up there because he freaking deserves it, man. But overall, man, I thought that card. I can't wait for NXT TakeOver Dallas.
Yeah, it's
going to be amazing.
I think
Aries, Nakamura, Styles are in WWE, ladies and gentlemen.
And if it is true that it's Joe and Sami Zayn's last
freaking Joe and WWE
Joe, we've
roster?
heard rumors about Sami Zayn. We're just completely making up on the fly.
Yeah,
we're just guessing.
But there's been rumors
if it
too.
is both of their last matches, they're going to put on just a crazy amount of effort for NXT.
I mean,
that'll be cool.
Another taping, they did a number one contenders match with Zayn and Joe. And apparently that went like an hour. It was a 2 out of 3 falls match.
That'll be awesome.
You got to watch that. Definitely. That sub match we're all going to have to check out and have to talk about.
Joe will slot right into the main roster so nicely.
Oh, I can't
wait.
Well, he's a good heel, dude. They need heels.
He could take Sheamus' spot since he's injured.
Oh, yeah, Sheamus apparently. It's not a bad injury compared to the other ones, but he has a nagging injury, and apparently he's going to have like something like Barrett for right now.
Sit out, buddy. Go off camera for a while.
Yeah, let Barrett lead that nation of domination.
What was the other kind of weird thing that we wanted to bring? Oh,
Jeff Hardy being an idiot.
That being an idiot. Yeah.
Why are you still with TNA?
He re-signed with TNA. They're trying to do like a Bully Ray kind of thing
and
with
Devon. Matt's a heel. His wife's involved in his baby.
Is what it is.
Tyrus
goodbye to the Hardys for the time being.
Yeah, maybe
the dream of them versus the Dudleys again.
Not this year.
Yeah.
Maybe 2017.
Yeah. But the thing that I just remembered was the Kurt Angle news.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Kurt Angle is putting his name in the hat possibly to not follow, but join like a Brock Lesnar and Batista as WWE to
Ken
MMA
Shamrock, CM Punk.
jump overs. He wants to fight possibly Ken Shamrock, maybe
Slice.
Kimbo Slice.
That's the only ones I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. But that
Be
interesting.
pretty sweet.
He'll probably fight in Bellator.
Yeah, I would love this. I mean, obviously he's going to have some ridiculous level wrestling.
Yeah.
Be like a Chael Sonnen maybe. Throw guys to the ground and just ground and pound. Because I can't imagine he has striking.
Yeah.
It's going to be like CM Punk, but
I'm interested in an angle. That'll be cool. And that's free.
It'll be an interesting angle.
It'll be a very interesting angle.
Get that?
And maybe Kurt Angle come back 2017.
We need sound effects like when I just make great joke after great. When I'm just on here and it's just like I'm standing in front of the garden with a mic in my hand, just spewing out comedy gold.
Yeah, you always do, Mike.
We need
Mike Cap equals ratings, ladies and
we need what's that horrible show?
I don't know. You got to give me a hint.
Why can I never remember the name of the show? Big Bang Theory.
Oh, that shit sucks.
So bad, but we need that laugh track because that show is like. Have you ever watched the clips of that show without the laugh track?
No.
It's just like four weird people saying dumb shit. It's like not funny.
Have they? Is it on YouTube or anything?
Then they just pause, and then someone else will say something weird. Like it's It's not funny without the laugh. I don't think it's funny with the laugh track. But when you really listen to what they're saying without the laugh track, they're just being weird, just weird.
Well,
four weird dudes. Who
I wasn't in the show in the first place. So.
Yeah, but hit us up with that laugh track. We got anything else we want to get into before we get out of here? What you slurping your fucking drink right in the microphone?
I was a little thirsty. All right, it's been an hour since we talked. So.
Yeah,
but how about any projections for Fastlane? What do you think's match card wise? Fastlane besides the main event.
Don't think anything matters except for Roman Reigns coming out on top at the end.
All right, let's be. What do you think, Styles?
Hopping on the Roman Empire.
How about
right
Styles?
now.
Hold on. How about Styles? What do you think?
I have no idea. Probably Jericho.
Yeah, maybe Jericho because Jericho said it's not the last between the two. So
yeah.
maybe something like that. And they have to have something for Owens. What the hell? They probably won't right now. But
yeah,
it's goddamn Kevin Owens. You have to have something for him. Jesus.
Dude, it's WWE.
They'll do New Day and Usos again. I heard a rumor about Big Show and Braun Strowman. Oh, that made me throw up. Oh God.
Watching Strowman striking in that Rumble. God damn.
I heard another rumor today. I heard a rumor about Taker's opponent, and it's the guy I just said.
Braun Strowman or Big Show?
Strowman.
Ugh. Keep yawning. Getting late here.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, it sounds terrible. That just better not happen.
Mania sounds absolute garbage.
Yeah, that better not happen. That's
Reigns, Triple H, Taker, Strowman.
That's Taker. That's Taker versus Giant Gonzalez.
WrestleMania 9.
We're just waiting to happen.
Oh God, dude.
If Strowman just walks out, if that happens, they should just
it's gonna happen.
Just
because
be full tongue in cheek with it, and Strowman should just walk out the bottle of chloroform, not even on a rag.
He's got apparently he has his own theme song now.
Strowman
live events now, so they're obviously.
I've been hearing a lot of things where people were saying Lesnar versus Strowman.
That's horrible. Dude.
I was saying there's no fucking way if Lesnar's fighting anyone from the Wyatts, it's Bray, but we keep hearing just more and more reports that they're really interested in Strowman, which. It's cool.
I like him, but he does not freaking deserve a singles match at Mania.
No,
Why not someone like freaking Ziggler, Owens, hell, even Del Rio, Sheamus. I'd rather see Undertaker and Sheamus than freaking Undertaker and Strowman.
Undertaker and Sheamus has the Undertaker versus Batista appeal.
I like that.
Because much as I think Sheamus is boring,
yeah,
I would put
be
anyone
against
against Taker at Mania, and it's going to be interesting. If you had fucking Taker versus Fandango at Mania, it would be somewhat interesting because it's Taker at Mania.
Yeah.
So putting him with someone like Sheamus, like just a bruiser who could really fight any style, that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I mean, there's 100 better opponents than Sheamus.
I know, but I'm saying comparing the situation with the Hurt
scenario.
guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to this man.
Yeah, I like Strowman. I really like what they did. I like what they did at the Rumble with Kane and Big Show,
and Mark Henry as well.
Yeah, they're trying to build the next monster. That's cool, but he's just not ready. I mean,
he's green.
How can you look at his striking and be like, yeah, he should be singled out at the biggest wrestling show in the year? And we could.
Well, he also helped eliminate Lesnar too.
We could be completely wrong. So
yeah,
that's probably an annoying sound in the background. So we should probably get this.
Just start
this done. I don't know if they can hear it or not, but
why don't we wrap it up?
Yeah.
You can't see it, so
you did that like a thug gangster or whatever.
A hood gangster.
Hood gangster.
That's what happens when you get like 7 shots of Fireball and a couple beers in you.
All right, guys. This has been the Smark Show.
Episode number 24. I wanted to give him.
You don't say it. I say it.
You weren't saying it.
No, I'm just kidding. This has been the Smark Show, episode number 24. I am Mike Cat.
Steve,
you are.
I'm Steve Herman, and this was a great episode.
Yeah, pretty fun. Pretty fun brawl. See, this is what happens. If they give us quality, we give you guys quality. If they give us shit, I mean,
we still kind of shit on it.
Oh, we did, but there was some good parts.
Oh, absolutely. We talked about The Rock and Bill
I mentioned I smiled. I don't think I've said the word smile on the show ever before.
Mike rarely smiles either. Yeah. Just kidding.
So anyway, this has been the Smark Show. I'm Mike. This is Steve. You can follow me on Twitter. Nowhere. I don't have a Twitter. You can follow our momentarily fallen co-host Nick at It's Snick. That's ITSSNICK.
Yep.
And Steve.
You can follow me at Stephen Herman 10.
And you can follow the entire show collectively at the Smark Show. At Twitter, right? Is that right?
Twitter. Yeah.
You can follow our Tumblr, thesmarkshow.tumblr.com. We got a Facebook group, and we encourage you to like this video. Go back, watch our other videos,
make sure to subscribe,
comment on them, and most importantly, subscribe
and give us some feedback. Just see what you like, kind of videos you like to hear, or like just negative or positive feedback. That's all we're here to.
We've been getting pretty consistent numbers recently with our viewing, so. We know the same group of you fuckers is out there, so why don't you step up and comment?
Yeah, please.
We need some recap, because I know we're doing things wrong.
Yes.
I know, there's some tick that both of us have that's just infuriating someone every single time.
2 minutes in, oh god, I'm done.
Yeah. Every single time they're like, oh, these fuckers, they just said, well, every time we stop, our conversation.
Our show is worth $9.99.
Before we go on a ramble, I almost said a rumble.
Match?
Before we go on a tangent, this is the Smark Show. Thank you for tuning in, and we will be back
next week.
Yep, maybe before then.
Yeah, peace out, guys.
Brock Lesnar will be on next week.
Paul Heyman.